so many different gaming publishers, playing those older games could be a console king honest about the way he charges its gaming citizens. Number 7. The King's Jester. While the king may rule supreme, the price point. Nope. Game is around $60 a year, or $10 a month for those going on a month-to-month basis. Other services could quickly jack up costs as well. Extra controllers could be around $70. Those SSD cartridges we mentioned earlier, those will be one of the main ways Sony recoups some of the costs of the low console price point. No matter what it looks like on the surface, gamers will have to plan out their purchase to ensure that they're not overspending and keep this console king honest about the way he charges its gaming citizens. Number 7. The King's Jester. While the king may rule supreme, there are always cracks in the royal kingdom, and the court jester loves to point them out. And one of the biggest issues is the ability to play older games. With game remakes like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, Sony would rather have gamers purchase the remastered games as opposed to gain access to the originals. And when the king has to appeal to so many different gaming publishers, playing those older games could be a real issue. There's nothing worse than scrolling through endless charts of games to see if your old one is still compatible. Sony loves to announce new games to the kingdom, but the whole state of play isn't quite so impressive. Cannot rule his kingdom without collecting from the gamers. So we must consider all the king's taxes once the PS5 is launched during the holidays of 2020. The good news? Sony's main goal is to get as many PS4 players migrated over as quickly as possible. What does that mean? That means they're making the launch price as low as possible. $300 would be great, but it's probably going to be more around the $400 price range. But the king needs to collect from gamers somehow, so there's other costs to consider. The PlayStation Plus service will likely remain at the same price point cost. Win the console wars, and maybe the team up with Microsoft is just a way to gain a little of the PS5 anyway. So must deal with other consoles who live among the kingdom. And this is why Sony is going above and beyond to work on their foreign policies and wage peace among the gaming world. Despite the PS4 trying to hold down the fort and limit cross-platform play, the PS5 will be more open to all types of cross-platform gaming, even though a majority of the gamers will likely transition to the PS5 anyway. Sony is looking to expand the kingdom and reach across borders, especially with Microsoft. Both companies have agreed to work with each other to share cloud gaming technology, hardware, and other advancements in the gaming world. All of these elements allow the PS5 to thrive while trying to downplay the whole notion of a console war, even though secretly we all know the PS5
Nothing matters but win.
And maybe the team up with Microsoft is just a way to gain a little of their own leverage to get more power on the throne. Or it's entirely possible that we've just watched too much Game of Thrones. Are you enjoying finding out what the king has to offer so far? Well then, check out our PS5 versus Xbox. Number 6. The King's Taxes. A king cannot rule his kingdom without collecting from the gamers. So we must consider all the king's taxes once the PS5 gets launched during the holidays of 2020. Much the same. We couldn't imagine a Sony controller without the classic symbols. Number 4. The King's Royal Court. The new king of the gaming world will not take the throne alone. People. Number 3. The King's Scepter. To rule the people, a king often carries around a royal scepter. And in the case of the PS5, this royal scepter is the Sony DualShock controller. It's been a success for many years. Over 100 million players already love the DualShock 4, but things are about to get even better with the upgrade to the DualShock 5. Much like the scepter adding on jewels and diamonds, the DualShock 5 is full of new features. Vibrations and feedback won't just feel like a phone vibrating in your hand. We're talking about games loading nearly 20 times faster than a typical game. So let's break this down real quick. If a game typically takes 1 minute to load, then the same game on the PS5 solid-state drive would only take 5 seconds to load. There's some quick math for you, and some incredibly fast loading times. Game loads will be virtually eliminated, and our future king supports diversity as well. Gamer citizens have the right to install only a portion of a game to help reduce download times and gain game access even faster. Enjoy just the multiplayer aspect of a game, do you? Well, there's no reason to bog down your system with a single-player campaign. And recently, Sony released a new royal decree, filing a patent for some sort of cartridge rumored to be a removable solid-state drive, allowing players to easily upgrade system space, swap out drives, and make upgrades without the need for crazy hacks or breaking their console. A true king who looks out for the people. Number 3. Is keeping things under wraps. Expect some of the most immersive sounds in gaming history. Whether you're blasting soundtracks through a surround sound system or wearing a pair of high-quality headphones, the sound will be layered in impressive ways. So all the king's people, don't miss a word. Number 2, the king's anatomy. Why is the king fit for the throne? Well, brain power is important, and the brains of the PS5 will include a solid-state drive, an incredible upgrade from the hard drives used in the past. The SSD offers incredible speed and the ability for gamers to customize their storage options with ease. We're talking about games loading nearly 20 times faster than a typical game. So let's break this down. If a game typically takes 1 minute to load, then the same game on the PS5 solid-state drive would only take 5 seconds to load. There's some quick math for you, and some incredibly fast loading times. Game loads will be virtually eliminated, and our future king supports diversity as well. Gamer citizens have the right to install any portion of a game to help reduce download times and gain game access even faster. Enjoy just the multiplayer aspect of a game, do you? Well, there's no reason to bog down your system with a single-player campaign. And recently, Sony released a lot of power over the video game king. It takes its proper place on the throne. 8K graphics and ray tracing even mean. And get ready for them, because everything that we're hearing about the PS5 before its launch is way ahead of the field. How will it blow game speeds up? Technology, hardware, and other advancements in the gaming world. All of these elements allow the PS5 to thrive while trying to downplay the whole notion of a console war. Spider-Man and Assassin's Creed franchises here in the future. Number 5, the king's foreign policies. Any console trying to take the video game throne out gaming technology. Transition you want to miss out on potential.
Supposed to meet him for miles. I was alone out here. Fuck. I was alone out here. I was not supposed to meet him for miles. I was alone out here. Fuck. I was alone out here. She wasn't there. Lim's body. She wasn't there. Lim's body wasn't in the wreckage. She could still be alive.
Okay. We're good.
I'm Lynn Lang, here for NewsTomorrow.net. We're flying past the Havasupai Indian Reservation in central Arizona in search of the origins of murder victims.
Who live among the kingdom. And this is why Sony is going above and beyond to work on their foreign policies and wage peace among the gaming world. The gaming world will. Number 4, to expect the king to stick with expect multiple color option. You're silly. And just like the king's scepter, it's okay to get a little fancy with things. So expect multiple color options beside the standard black bullshot, along with webbing with more precision and accuracy. And just like the king's scepter, it's okay to get a little fancy with things. So expect multiple color options beside the standard bull. Feel different than when you're flying through the air. There's also a lot more sensitivity placed with the triggers, meaning that you can easily adjust the distance you would shoot Spider-Man's webbing with more precision. It is full of new features, like the DualShock 5. Much like a scepter adding on jewels and diamonds, it's been a success story. A king often carries around a royal scepter, and in the case of the PS5, king who looks out for the people. Easily upgrade system space, or be a removable solid-state drive, allowing players to easily whole new frontier, the virtual frontier. The PSVR has been a pretty big success with a wide range of games to choose from. Not only will the PSVR work with the PS5, but we may be getting an upgrade in the form of a PSVR 2. Advanced graphics, more interactions, and virtual worlds we can spend all day exploring those possible problems, which may take away from the true gaming experience, no matter how gorgeous each game looks. Games like Uncharted and God of War all rely on the same angle for games. Nintendo Direct, but Sony relies on knockoff of Nintendo Direct, but Sony, the whole state of play isn't quite so impressive. Not only is it a knockoff of Nintendo Direct, but Sony relies on 2 main third-party companies.
We're good.
2 weeks ago, a young woman was found wandering barefooted, pregnant, and alone on a barren stretch of highway 100 miles from the...
We also have to wonder if the gamer kingdom will get fed up with Sony's signature over service. Gamers will have to plan out their purchase to ensure that they're not.
just Sony has already been pretty candid about PlayStation 5. I guess that works. Not only that, we also know the official release window of the PlayStation 5. Good old-fashioned numbers, and not PlayStation Eternal. No weird changes, just good old-fashioned numbers. And hey, I guess that works. Not only that, we also know the official release window of the PlayStation 5. Straight from the horse's mouth, from Sony. No fluff, no nonsense, they're just keeping the number party going. That's the official name for Generation PlayStation, which Sony has already been pretty generation deals, just some articles and some social media posts. Here's the deal, vibration here, because it seems to be a cool thing. These improved does actually make a big deal. Microsoft put a lot of work into their Xbox One controller and how it vibrates and how the textures on a floor that your character is stepping on. And the triggers on the controller will also be adaptive, and depending on the game, it's even different textures on a floor that your character is stepping on. And the triggers on the controller will also be adaptive, and depending on the game and situation, they can have more tension or resistance, which might sound slight, but it is actually pretty cool if it works. It is utilized as actually promised. I'm still looking at that contract. Thanks to a new exclusive article from Wired, where once again they get the official details from Sony themselves. We also know the controller will have an improved onboard speaker. It'll be USB-C based for charging, and will have a larger capacity battery specifically for powering the vibration motors. This will make it heavier than the DualShock 4 controller on Earth, but according to Sony reps, it will be only slightly heavier than the Xbox One controller with batteries in it. So there's that. Wired also got to take a small look at the interface, it seems, and went into the concept that installs might potentially be modular, like choosing to install single-player or multiplayer modes separately. Now, that's already a thing in this generation, and I'm not that excited. It's not that great right now. Maybe the new and improved solid-state drive storage on the PS5 will help with that? In a previous video, we did discuss how Sony also went on record and revealed their SSD technology with Mark Cerny that will make load times insane, and even possibly ahead of current competition. According to Wired, this SSD will help with load times, obviously, but also startup times and streaming technology. And as some of my fellow PC players know, SSDs are already a friggin' game changer with everything in games. And if Sony has some hybrid hardware-software tweaks up their sleeve like Mark Cerny says they do, it could make a profound difference for console gaming, one that we think it sorely needs in this next generation. That and redesigned UI has been confirmed, and I'm grateful for that. Speaking of that stuff, just to cover our bases, in case you didn't know, Sony has also been forthcoming about the specs. It's all out there, it's AMD architecture, and they talked about teraflops and stuff like that. We'll leave that for the other video. But they've also detailed how backwards compatibility will thankfully work theoretically seamlessly. And along with that, we've also known PSVR will continue to be supported. Now there's more, but like I said, we wanted to focus on the newer stuff with this video, including one other thing I wanted to point out. PSVR will continue theoretically seamlessly, and along with how backwards compatibility will thankfully work theoretically seamlessly. Leave that for the other video. But they've also all out there. It's AMD architecture, and they talked about teraflops and stuff like that. We'll leave that for the other video. But they've also detailed how backwards compatibility will thankfully work theoretically. Been working on developing games. Just have these to develop new games, and they have the new controllers, and they've been working on developing games. But we know developers have these to develop new games, and they have the new controllers, and they've been working. Probably isn't quite what the console will look like, but we know that was real. This probably isn't quite what the console will look like. Each developer kit concept, including one other thing I wanted to point out. That was real. This developer kit concept, also known PSVR, will continue to be supported. Point Games, Margot Thrush said, and I quote, "We're working on a big one right now. I'll let you figure out the rest." But one other really exciting statement was from The Wire.